What is up, you guys? This is RoyalDezmo, and today I have Title Update 9. So I did make a video earlier about all the features, and now I'm going to actually show you with video all the awesome, amazing updates. So let's go ahead and start with the most obvious and biggest one, which is the end portal. So to find the end portal, you're going to want to grab their Eye of Enders, which are made with blaze powder and ender pearls, and then you just throw them up in the air and it'll point you in a direction, and then you just follow. And it looks like, where is it going? Oh, I guess we were really close. So once it gets centered like that and it's all going to one place, this is where you're going to want to dig straight down into the ground, through the tree, into the dirt. Sounds like a lot of fun. So let's see what we can find down here. So far nothing. I feel like we're gonna hit bedrock. Of course. Well, this is exactly where it led me to, is it not? Ah, here we go. Stupid stronghold. Alright, so from what I could gather, the Ender Eye will take you close to the location of the fortress, but it won't take you exactly to the end portal like it does in the PC version. So once you arrive, you're gonna have to do quite a bit of searching. So I will talk to you guys as soon as I find this end portal. Alright, you guys, so yes, the Ender Pearl will take you to where the stronghold is, but it will not take you exactly to the portal, so don't expect to find it too easily. You gotta do some exploring. So once you get here, I believe sometimes there will be Ender Eyes in there, but this one had 0. So what you do is you just place them in like this, and voila, the end portal has opened. So oops, I didn't even jump in, but it looks like I'm here. So once you arrive, you'll either spawn over here in the middle of nowhere or over there, just depends. And would you look at this beautiful, majestic creature, the Enderdragon. He's so smooth and beautiful. Okay, now this looks new to me. Alright, so yes, so usually in PC version what you do is you grab a bow or snowballs like this, and you want to shoot all these things down like that, and that makes it so he can't regenerate health, and he shoots fireballs at you and he makes noise. That is a lot different than PC version, but I like it. But yeah, see how I knocked a little bit of his health down, but those orbs keep re-healing him. So what you gotta do is destroy those orbs, and it looks like these ones are super protected, like you can't shoot a bow, so you're gonna have to get up here, break these. That was really loud, and then break that. But yes, yeah, this is the end, you guys, where you find Enderman, the Ender Dragon, and all the amazing stuff. So essentially Minecraft now has an end to it, which is weird to think about. This guy is super loud. He is unbelievably loud in my ears. But it looks like he'll fly around for a little bit, shoot fireballs, he'll come back down, and he'll fight you on the ground for a little bit, and then he will fly away again. So, that is nice. And if you guys can hear it, the music is a little bit different. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but there is different music. Alright, so that is the Ender Dragon in a nutshell. So let's continue on with what I've got for you guys. So, vines are now climbable, so if I come over here, I can now climb vines. How convenient. Alright, they added into the game fire charges. They look like this. And I'll explain what they do a little bit later. Alright, they also added a wooden button. So right here, as you can see, there's a wooden button. And you actually cannot shoot it with an arrow. Not yet, at least. Maybe they'll do that in a future update. But as of now, it's just a wooden button. Alright, as you can see over here, we have item frames. So now you can put everything on display, make it look a little bit nicer. It's not 3D, but hey, at least you can put stuff in there. And you can rotate it just by left clicking. And then you right click to take it out, and it breaks the frame. Pretty neat. Alright, next we have spawn eggs. So if you open up your inventory, we have a spawn egg for just about every mob. We have creeper, skeleton, spider, zombie, slime, ghast, zombie pigman, enderman, cave spider, silverfish, blaze, magma cube. So yeah, pretty much everything is in here, even the mushroom, which is really rare. Alright, they also added in sandstone stairs, so this is what they look like. That was a crappy whatever build. Anyways, also they added in birch wood and spruce wood. So you can make birch wood stairs, sorry. Losing my mind here. And you can make birch stairs as well. So just like that, and you can, looks pretty nice. Also there are spruce half slabs that look like so, and birch half slabs. And also, but not least, they added in nether brick half slabs. So they look like that, pretty fancy. And as you can see in my inventory, signs and buckets are stackable, so you can get 16 buckets, 16 signs, and of course when you fill it up, it takes up a spot in your inventory. Well, actually, okay, if I was playing in survival mode, you would fill up one of these buckets and then it would go into your inventory, but the filled buckets would not stack. Sheep can now regrow their fur, so I'm going to clip these sheep and I'm going to wait until they eat the grass and regrow it. There we go, so he ate the grass and now he has fur back. Alright, next. Here is the new texture for the gravel, so it does look like what I guessed it would look like, the PC version. So there it is, in all its glory. Alright, so if you grab netherrack, if you smelt it in a furnace, it will now turn into nether brick. Voila! So with nether brick you can make nether... what's it called? So yeah, this is an added feature, nether brick. So with nether brick you can make, let's find out, what's it called? I can't think of the word right now. I know it's in here. You can make, where is it? You can make, okay, so with nether bricks you can make nether brick. I hope that isn't too hard to understand, so use these little tiny bricks to make the nether brick, which is the bigger block which you build with, to make half slabs and stairs with it. So there you go. Alright, so let's go over some crafting recipes. Let me grab my workbench. Okay, so I plop that down. When I build a sign, it'll give me 3 signs instead of just 1. When I build half slabs, it gives me 6. So that's nice. Also, when you make a stone button, if I can find that right here, it only requires 1 piece of stone, which I have in my inventory, but of course Minecraft has little glitches like that, but you use 1 stone to make 1 stone button instead of 2 pieces of stone. Alright, so when I talked about the smoother color transitions, as you can see right here, the biomes are changing, so it goes from this biome, the desert biome, into just a normal plain or forest biome. And as you can see, the leaves are like really yellow greenish right here, and then they transition in different color schemes into green. So that's what it means by smoother transition. So as you can see, the grass is a little bit green, lighter green, and then it turns into what the desert is. So that just makes it look a little bit nicer. So they added beaches to the terrain generation. So as you can see, there's a little beach alongside here, and normally there would be also, so like in this biome there's a little beach right there. I guess you'd consider that a little beach, and same with like this right here, that'd be considered a little beach. Just makes it look a little bit nicer when there's water around. Alright, so right now we are in the nether. As you can tell by the noise, there is a change in the music. It's kind of a little bit creepy, gives it a little bit of an eerie feeling, but that's one of the updates, new music in the nether, which is pretty cool. Alright, so as you can see, these rooms right here, where the nether warts grow, they will actually spawn more frequently in this new update, so they're not as hard to find. Also, as you can see, we are not in a nether fortress right now, it's right there, and we are outside of it. So this is just randomly spawned soul sand, and nether warts will grow on that. So not only can you find them in the nether fortress, but you can also find them outside of the nether fortress, which is super nice. Alright, also with nether warts, you can now bring them to the overworld and grow them in the nether, in the overworld. So that's super nice and super convenient. Instead of having to grow them in the end or the nether, you can now build them at your home, from the comfort of your home. Alright, so this is where the fun begins. So in this dispenser, I have fire charges, and if I press this lever, it shoots out a little fire charge. So now dispensers can dispense the fire charges, and that's pretty much their main use, is to shoot fire out and light things on fire, like that. Alright, in this one I got a bucket of water, so when you flip the switch, water comes out. When you flip the switch off, it still stays on. So once you flip the switch, it'll always stay in there. And whether it's a switch or a button, doesn't matter, it'll always stay out. So on this one I have lava, and there it comes, and it's gonna burn everything, but that's alright. Okay, so when you have spawn eggs, you can actually place them into a dispenser like I have, and if you activate it, it will actually send out a mob. So there are all the spiders, and here are some more zombies. So this is really good for people that make maps. They can actually implement this to create enemies if they want to make like a level where there's a lot of enemies you have to try and get past. This would be a good way to do it. And let's see what's in this one. Oh, mushroom cows. Would you look at that? Ah, what's inside this one? Ooh, wolves. Cool. And this one? Villagers. So there you go. You can spawn in all these crazy looking things that are Minecraft related. Alright, so as you can see over here, trapdoors can be placed against half slabs and stairs. I'm not sure if that's what they meant by that, because it says trapdoors can be now placed on half slabs. So whenever I try and place it on a half slab though, like right there, it doesn't work. So I'm guessing this is what it means. Next to stairs and next to half slabs. Alright you guys, so that is basically all the updates, all the major updates at least that stand out to me. If you want to see the complete list, which I went over everything except for all the fixes, which are small things like the gas volume went down a little bit and kind of just things like that, things that you won't really notice at all. So the complete list is in the description below. You can go ahead and check it out. And this has been RoyalDezmo with Mega Royal Games. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it very useful. If you would like, go ahead and leave a comment, a like, and be sure to subscribe. I will keep you guys updated on everything Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. And if you haven't, go ahead and check out all our tutorials also for Xbox and PC. We have a bunch of awesome tutorials and we have more to come. So make sure to subscribe because we would love to have you guys hang out with us and leave feedback. Alright you guys, I will talk to you later. Peace.